Hey, look, it's Dennis
Howdy!
on
How's it
Monday
going?
night. Oh,
Yeah. Live. It's Saturday Night Live. All right, it's Monday Night Live.
yeah, Monday Night Live.
Yeah.
Oh, hey guys, how is it going? Oh, we gotta wait. You gotta get.
Yeah, I
plugged in here.
gotta wait on
You gotta plug it in over here.
Yeah. So we're gonna see if we can get her plugged in.
So Jess has left us
Unsupervised.
unsupervised. Well, crap. That was her
There we
mumbling upstairs.
Yeah.
So
The disembodied voice that mumbles.
So yes, this is what a 2-week beard for me looks like. Because I actually no longer than that. When was our last thing?
What, about 3 weeks
Trust
ago?
me, there's supervision.
No, there's not.
No, there's not. I told you that lie. Okay. Okay, we're all set and ready to go.
Yeah, we're all set and ready to go. Jess is upstairs. She will be chiming in every once in a while, but Jess will be upstairs. Hey, can we scoot this over to where we can see our
No.
comments? No,
Yes.
no. Leave it there.
Okay.
But how do we set it up to where we can see our comments?
Okay. It's being difficult.
Yes, there we go.
There we go.
All right.
We are ready to rock
yes.
and roll.
So,
My goodness.
no comments yet, which is okay. So,
And there's only one.
yeah, it's only
That's
you.
me.
Is the loneliest number. Oh,
Yes.
but, first off, we want to go by
Better be treated like number one than number two.
yeah.
Yeah.
So first off, we want to say happy holidays to everybody.
Yep.
I hope everybody's new year has started out well. We have had a few of our friends. It seems like they've had a little bit of a oops or something over for the new year, but hopefully it gets better.
Yeah.
So you had a little bit of an oops. We were just talking about it off camera.
Yes.
He bought a snowblower.
Yeah, off of one of those Facebook ads. Don't ever do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was like, "Where's my package?" They gave me a tracking number. I tracked it. It left the point of origin, went through customs, and then supposedly it got delivered to my house on Wednesday the 27th. And I was
Right.
like, "No, it didn't." And they were like, so I went down to the post office. I go, "Where's my package? Here's the tracking number." We don't have any record of it. So I emailed.
Keep a hold of your packages.
Right. So I emailed.
Or track them, one or two.
I emailed the company and I told them, "Hey, I haven't received anything." And next thing I know, I get emails not valid. So I went to the
Yeah.
support website. That's not valid. So I called up the post office. I let them know what was going on. They said, "Let me make a few phone calls." I said, "Well, it looks like it's a spam tracking number. You may have gotten ripped off." He goes, "Let me make a few phone calls and I'll get back with you."
Right.
So, obviously, the postmaster or whatever.
Hey Liz, how's it going?
Hi Liz.
Happy New Year.
So anyway, made a few phone calls, and the next thing you know, I get a quick email saying, yours was lost in transit. We're sending it to you. So now I'm going to get it now. So
Cool.
so
Hopefully you get it before the big snow that we're supposed to be getting.
yes.
Hey son, how you doing? You got
Hi,
mail?
Adrian.
Let's see. Real quick, as you know, hey Doc, hope yes, Doc says hope this year brings all of the peace and happiness you wish for, definitely, and same
Yeah.
to you as well.
Yeah.
Last year we had an awesome year with Heroes for Kids. We're getting ready to start off this year. Again, February we've got January. We're not doing so much of stuff right now.
Right.
But we have well, how's this? I'll do this. This Saturday.
Yes.
Okay, we're not going to be there unless we show up out of costume. But this Saturday, CCW will be at the Perry Park Center for their New Year's Madness or whatever it is. It's their first show of the year.
Right.
Okay. And I just got confirmation from Sean, who is the owner of CCW,
Right.
that number one, their special guest is going to be there for the night. Special wrestler or special guest wrestler, which is if anybody knows a little bit of the Attitude Era WWE wrestlers, Chris Masters with the Master Lock. He will be there. The Masterpiece will be there. So that's going to look. That's going to be awesome. But I just got done talking with Sean, and again, it's too late for us to be able to show up in costume to help out with anything. But apparently, he's trying to get it set of the battle. They're supposed to have a big battle royal on the card for that night, and it is dedicated to Owen.
Sweet.
So our junior hero that passed away
Right.
last year.
Is
Yes.
this the right color?
Yes.
Okay, I'll let Mom know.
Okay.
No, it will be that will be dedicated to that match is dedicated to little Owen. He lost his battle. It wasn't cancer, but he lost his battle, and sometime last year we found that out in December.
Yeah.
So yeah, this beard is since then.
You're tapping into your inner Vandal Savage, are you?
No, Zod. I'm gonna go Zod.
You're gonna go.
I'm gonna go Zod.
Okay.
Before Zod.
That's, now that you mentioned Kryptonians and stuff, if I'm going to do a Kryptonian, I should do Jor-El or something.
You being my dad, that just
Yeah.
no.
You're grounded. Go to your room. Yeah, that works
A
for
white
me.
robe, or basically a white tunic with a silver S on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean you got the gray hair. You
Yeah.
you can probably pull it off.
Yeah.
Walk around with a crystal.
Yeah. And go up to every Superman cosplayer I see and say, "Son, you've been showing off a bit, haven't you?"
No, you got to do
Jonathan
it.
and I talk all the time.
No, you got to do it more Marlon Brando.
Like,
You got there. You go.
Krypton.
No, yeah, you got to do Marlon Brando, Kryptonian meets Godfather.
Okay.
I sent you in the rocket to Earth, and this is so you repay my kindness. You're going to throw Zod down into a puff pit at the Fortress of Solitude.
Hey, you killed him. I ain't gonna complain.
You snapped his neck. I taught you not to kill, to use your powers for good, and this is how you repay my kindness.
No. I would rather go down the street going, "These are matters of fact."
Oh, okay.
That
Yeah.
General Zod, the master of insurrection, Ursa, who only wishes to rule by his side, and Non, who's without thought, is his without voice. Something like that.
Yeah. So. Okay, back on track.
Yes.
Okay. Apparently, Jess just informed me that
Oracle
Oracle is watching. Oh crap. Okay. Apparently, Oracle just informed me as we were eating dinner tonight. There is another. We start off Heroes for Kids off right. Apparently in February.
Yes.
So
That's gonna be crazy month.
yeah. So I've literally got back to back stuff. Actually, next week we actually start stuff off. Actually, next week.
You got Toyman.
Yes, we'll be at Toyman in St. Louis at the Bridgeton in Bridgeton at the Machinist Hall, and their special guest is the voice of Scooby Doo, Scott Ennis. I almost said Scott Atkins, which is an awesome martial artist, but wrong guy. Scott Ennis.
Like holy cow, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Jeez. You did that way too well. Just don't drop your glasses.
Yeah.
Trust me, I'll kick you in the butt.
Anyway, if you guys ever have need for the show, just let me know.
Sure will.
All right.
But we have Scott Ennis will be as the special guest at Toyman this year.
Right.
So this is the 14th, January 14th, this Sunday at the Machinist Hall in Bridgeton, Missouri. Come out again where you're wanting to know where you can get some big boy toys. Toys that there's toys. Jess almost has to handcuff me to the table because I
Oh,
don't
it's those kind of toys.
no.
Okay.
It's toys that I can walk. That no, if I had an unlimited amount of money, oh my God, my collection would be overflowing. I mean,
Right.
not like it ain't already overflowing,
Right.
but there's so much stuff I have found there that I go ooh that I
G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
Barbie Dreamhouse.
No, not the Barbie Dreamhouse.
Okay. Yeah,
There are just the figures and there's stuff that I find in there that I used to play with when I was 5, 6 years old that I don't have anymore, and it's just like, oh my God.
Like
I wish I
Oscar
could
Mayer
have-
weenie whistle.
No,
You can't find that.
no, probably not. But I guarantee you they know somebody that has it.
Okay. Shoots and ladders.
Yep. Board games, video games,
Okay.
cassette. I mean, you name it, they've probably got it. Or if they don't have it there at the show, they probably know somebody that has it, or they probably got it at home or at their brick and mortar or whatever.
Do they have anything like Red Flyer wagons or?
No,
No.
no. This is
This
all.
is all like figurines.
Yeah,
and
this
stuff.
is all action
Okay.
figures, Hot Wheels, some Funko Pops, dolls. Some of them bring in like Barbies, knick-knack stuff. I mean, like I said, they're. Remember the old? Remember McDonald's that used to do like the California raisins, the
Yeah.
Smurfs. There's there's vendors that have that stuff out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Again, like I said, stuff that you would not again you can't find anywhere else. I guarantee you they've got it there, and that's just the main level.
Right.
The second level is where Heroes for Kids will be there with our artwork and stuff like that. Then there's other artists, writers, and other toy vendors up there, and then that's also where Scott Ennis will be, is up there signing autographs.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be pretty cool. So, and it is from 8 to 2. Again, Sunday, Machinist Hall in Bridgeton, Missouri. Come check this out. It's a blast. Early bird gets in at 8. Show starts at 9. And again, runs till 2 o'clock. So, and this will be our first show to where we're raising money for the Heroes for Kids Comic-Con.
Right.
And which benefits...
I don't remember. That was at the Heritage.
No.
It was a rough holiday weekend. What is it? Oh yes, the Kenny Rogers Children's Center for one. And the Perry County Senior
Yeah,
Center.
but I don't know
Yes.
why. I guess they
See,
have...
I'm a senior. That's why I forgot. It's
Yeah.
Alzheimer's disease. Yes.
Yeah, come on. My controller needs to work.
Yes.
Oh, there it was. Okay.
Yeah. So
Uh,
anyway, but yeah.
So, yeah.
So sort of local and definitely local.
Well, Kenny Rogers Center is local.
Okay.
It technically is local because
it's
it does.
Sykeston.
It does. Well, it's in Sykeston, but it serves our community as well.
Right.
So the children in our community as
Right.
well, children and young adults.
Right.
So, so again, and so that's what our money is going to go to this year for our Comic Con and Sunday again at the Machinist Hall in Bridgeton, Missouri, for Toyman is where we get to start raising our money.
Right.
So awesome. Then February 2nd, this is the one that I found out that I'll probably get in trouble. So any of our people that are watching tonight, if you want to come down to Cape and help me out on February 2nd, I know you've just said that's your son weekend.
Yeah.
I will be down helping the... Hey, Chelsea.
Chelsea.
I will be down helping the Arts Council with the art event downtown Cape Girardeau on February 2nd. And then the following weekend, on that Friday night, we will be in Jackson at the night at A Night to Shine. That's going to be awesome because that one there, it's the Tim Tebow event, A Night to Shine, and we go in and we have a blast just as much as what the other kids do, than what the kids and the adults do. But that is on next Friday. That is one of our meet and greets that we get to do every year.
Right.
And then the 27th of February.
Or is it the 24th?
No, 27th. I don't know. Where's your calendar? Your phone's right there, or are you looking at something else?
I'm looking at a pocket calendar here.
Oh, you got a pocket calendar.
Yeah. 24th.
24th. Okay, I am sorry. The 24th. And yes, February 9th, we will also be celebrating somebody's birthday as well.
Yes.
B-Man's right. Jess's birthday is on the 9th.
Yes.
So we will be celebrating Jess's birthday on the 9th.
Mm-hmm.
Along with, so everybody that is there, make sure you dance with Jess because it's going to be fun. What?
Her dance card's going to be full.
Yeah, her dance card's going to be full. And then on February 24th, we'll be down in Poplar Bluff,
The tall and
the
small.
tall and small ball. So that's going to be awesome as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that. And then Chelsea's on the 15th.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll dance with Chelsea on the 24th. Jess gets to dance with everybody on the 9th, and we get to dance, and then Chelsea gets to dance with everybody on
Or she gets to bap him in the head with a hammer.
after the dance. Dance with Juan and Bob.
Well, how's she going to get him to dance with her unless she gets him in the hammer first? Oh, Lord.
Yep. So, so that pretty much does our full February calendar. And again, then we roll right into March. I don't have that calendar set up, or I would tell you. But then we go into March with almost back to March is, I think, where we really start picking up. So what do we got for March? Dennis will tell you what we got for March.
Okay, for March. Let's see. The 8th, 9th, and 10th, PCC.
Planet Comic-Con and
Cape Anime.
Cape Anime Con.
Will be on the 9th and 10th, not
Right.
the 8th.
Right. Jess and I will be headed to
Planet Comic.
Planet Comic-Con to do networking up there. And Chelsea, Rob, Heroes for Kids, you guys will actually have our setup
At Cape Anime.
at Cape Anime.
Right.
So, and working the table there and raising
Right.
money for Heroes for Kids there.
Karis is going to like that one.
Cool. Awesome.
She's into anime, so.
Yep. So we've got all that.
That's the ones that we've got scheduled for March so far.
So right, and that's not saying we'll have a meet and greet or something going on at that time too. So
Right.
so yeah, we've got we're splitting up the group that day. Not anything major, but again, it's trying to get some networking done to make sure that we can get some stuff going. Get some more product for Heroes for Kids. Also, possibly, Dennis will be doing some networking down at AnimeCon, handing out, to get vendors for Heroes for Kids Comic-Con.
Right.
Jess and I will be doing that up at Planet Comic-Con, and also trying to get stuff for Heroes for Kids as well. So
Right.
that's what we got going on in March, and we'll end it there. That way we don't get too far ahead of us.
Right.
Because April is almost back to back to back to back.
Right.
All
That's
the way,
one of my busy seasons.
almost all the way up until Heroes for Kids Comic Con,
Right.
which is July 20th and 21st, 2-day show.
Right.
So, and again, we want to do a big shout out to Villainous Grounds as well. They are helping us out. They help us out. They are awesome partners with us. We couldn't ask for better partners. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at on that.
Oh yeah.
So what else we got? Anybody have any cool things that they're doing for Christmas, or they did for Christmas and New Year's? Dennis?
She's planning on bringing Barbie to me.
Barbie.
Ooh.
Let's go Barbie. Let's go Barbie. Oh.
Hi, Wyatt.
You just now saw Wyatt?
Yeah, I just saw Wyatt.
Okay, he just saw Wyatt. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I got some pretty cool stuff, new stuff for Christmas and New Year's.
Uh-huh.
So we'll talk about some of the books I got here in a little bit.
Yeah, tell them how much it cost you. For
I don't
this.
want to tell them how much I
Okay.
cost.
Let's put it like this. He's gonna be missing an arm and a leg pretty soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's gonna have to live off of ramen noodles and
Well, how's this? Well,
Lot of
it was one of
Sundays.
those things. I got caught up on a lot of the stuff that I had purchased. I got caught up on all of my stuff.
right. So you made Mary Jo's Christmas very happy.
Yes. Yes, Chelsea. Talk at you later. See you soon.
Bye, Chelsea.
Well, let's see. So, what'd you get? Did you get anything good for Christmas
Oh,
besides a Swift Way to Go?
well, I just got I got a gift card from Karis.
Uh-huh.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, our family, the adults don't really exchange gifts anymore. If we need something, we just buy it.
You buy it.
You know, it's mostly for the kids.
Hey, now look, I did buy you something.
Yeah,
I
I
got
bought you
I
something.
got you something for Christmas.
Right. Yeah.
I added more to his Batman collection.
Right. He got me some Funko Pops. So one of them was Batman in the Batmobile, the old style Batmobile.
The 50 style. So see
Yeah,
that one there, it fits him perfectly.
Oh Lord. And then the other one was Batman and Robin.
And
The
he-
old school Batman and
Yeah.
Robin. The 1960s.
It was the
Basically.
it was Adam Westbart Ward.
Right.
style.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Pretty
cool.
And got Jess and I a gift card for some good food.
Right.
So I'm not going to complain about
Right.
that. So definitely not going to.
Yeah.
And then got Tessa something. So yeah.
Right.
Let's see. But no, I got to go to Wellness Grounds and pick up my stuff that I had been ordering.
Right.
And like I said, it's one of it's some good reading material. It is. So we'll get into that here in a little bit. We're not selling. All we're doing is promoting and telling you where you can possibly buy it. So that is what we're going to do here in a little bit. And some of this stuff, some of this stuff is awesome. But yeah. So other than that, that's really what. Let's see. Last weekend or this past weekend, I was on call, so I just stayed home and watched TV and read books and.
Right. I was sort of on call myself.
Yeah,
For Darren.
You had Darren.
Yeah.
So that was our last 2 weeks really it's either been working or
Well, for
taking care of the house.
over the Christmas holidays, I was on vacation.
Oh hush, I had to work.
So anyway,
But no, yeah, well, Jess and I got a lot of bills paid. We're getting a lot of things taken care of. So that's the so that was the good thing we had that
Right.
Jess and I've got going on. That we're starting off the year on eliminating a lot of our bills that we've had and stuff like that. So that's good.
Right.
So we're trying to we're starting 2024 off at almost a clean slate on everything. So which is awesome. We're looking at starting to do repairs on the house and stuff like that. Well, we've lived in the house for almost 15 years,
Right.
so we're looking at trying to get some repairs done to the house some upkeep that needs to be done. Well, let's get into some of these cool books we've got up here. I've got 1, 2, 3. We've got about 4 or 5 books and a big action figure we're going. I want to do Can I do I want to do the action figure first. Actually, it's more of a resin statue.
Yeah.
This here, and it is a limited edition. It is the Crow Premier Collection resin statue. He's standing on a flamed crow down here. But boy, you're talking detail. I got this thing out of the box. So already got it out of the box and looked at it. The detail on this thing is something else, and it is a limited edition piece. This one here is from Diamond Select Toys. This one here is 17. This is 1730 out of 3,000. So they only made 3,000 of these. I've got the it's got the little stamp here on the bottom. And then the certificate of authenticity is inside. So I don't want to unpack it yet because again, we're looking at redoing. We're going to finish out the basement, and then I can start setting out some of my stuff.
So you're gonna make it look like the Fortress of Solitude down here?
Probably not, but
You're gonna make it look like a casino for Gambit.
that one would probably be better.
Yeah.
Okay. So that one there was pretty cool. You can get this again online. It is for a limited time. Again, these are numbered. So it is. Again, I got mine through Villainous Grounds, and they were the ones. Were the ones that ordered it for me. And again, like I said, they are numbered. They are a limited edition. So they will go fast because it's hard to get a hold of the Brandon Lee Crow stuff, especially, and then now with the possible, not possible, but with the new movie getting ready to come out here, hopefully this year with Skarsgård. Hopefully we'll see some more stuff coming back out, and we'll see some more cool stuff to purchase. And more memorabilia and stuff out there, so that's gonna be good. So let's see.
Looks like the new Aquaman film has come out.
Yes, has anybody seen it?
I haven't seen it yet,
Yeah.
but I hear that it is actually performing quite well in the box office. Blue Beetle didn't do so hot.
It's slowly picking up traction.
Right. Yes.
Jess and I went and saw it. Wasn't bad. A lot of
was Manta.
I mean,
was he the main heavy?
Yes. Manta's the main heavy. It had a good story. They did miss some. They missed some big cues. I think they could have. The ending missed a major big cue. Because again, this was supposed to be the Adrian, be careful driving to work.
Yeah.
This is the last movie of the Snyderverse. So the way they did it, I can see how they did it was okay, but I think if we would have gotten a little bit more of a if the Snyderverse was going to continue, I think the big bang at the very end would have been a lot better, or what I would have thought of a big bang would have been a lot better.
Right.
And that would have been had all the Justice League at the very end, but I mean it didn't happen. Amber Heard is in the movie.
Very fleetingly, though.
No, she's in the movie.
She's in the movie?
She's in it quite
a bit.
Yeah, she's in it. She may only have about 15 to 20 minutes of screen time.
Right.
But it's significant parts in the film.
Okay.
So she's in the film for some very important key scenes in the film.
Okay.
Let's see. Jason Momoa and the guy that plays his brother, son of a gun.
He plays Ocean Master.
Yeah,
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
They play off real well. Dolph Lundgren reprised his role again.
Okay.
But I mean, everything that you see in it is, There's a little bit of slapstick. There's, yeah, I mean,
No Nicole Kidman?
no, yeah, she's in it as well.
Okay. What about his dad?
Boba Fett.
No, yeah,
Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Boba Fett's in it too.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Boba Fett in Atlanta.
yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
But
Anyway. But yeah.
But yeah, he's in it as well. So the major cast has come back. But again, all in all, it was a good movie. There was a few things that it missed, in my opinion.
Did it touch on anything that happened in the Flash movie?
No,
Nothing.
no,
Okay.
nothing. Matter of fact, as we're watching the movie, Jess and I turn around and went. They play references of movies all through Warner Brothers.
Okay.
Harry Potter's mentioned in it.
Oh my god.
Let's see, Harry Potter. Anything from a DC or Warner Brothers property got tagged in this movie.
Okay.
I am not kidding.
They're
Harry
really making
Potter.
it a
Oh yeah.
multiverse.
I mean, Harry Potter, The Lion King.
Lion King is Disney though.
It's still got popped.
Okay.
Let's see. Lord of the Rings. You've got. Dude, they did not drop. I mean, even in some of the action, I turned around and I looked at Jess. I said, "When did we start watching Mummy Returns?"
Right.
There's a spot in there that literally is identical to what happens in Mummy Returns.
Oh my god.
I mean, you're sitting here going, "Oh, dude."
Like a Scorpion King or something, or
No, it's literally okay. In the Mummy Returns, you know where they're running. Brandon Fraser's character's
Right.
running from the pygmies,
right.
and then the pygmies and they catch. He takes a stick of dynamite, throws it at the tree, it blows the tree up, and you see the pygmy going down in the cliff.
Right.
That is almost verbatim. The only difference
They're
is
using old stock footage.
instead it's almost verbatim. But the only difference is instead of them throwing a piece of dynamite, Orin and the character Ocean Master and Aquaman push this big statue, and the creature rides this big statue back down into the gully.
Oh god.
Yeah, so it's like, oh my god! I turned around, looked at Jess, I said,
Are we watching them?
yeah, I was like, when did we watch? It's like, when did this turn into like the Mummy Returns? But oh yeah, it's they played well off of each other. It's a good movie.
It's sort of like a buddy cop movie, good cop, bad cop.
Yeah. So yeah, Aquaman was good.
Amber Heard didn't poop on anybody's bed.
No, she didn't. I don't even think they made any jokes about it during the film.
Well, yeah.
I don't think they did. But no, they the key part of the key thing was they even showed Aquaman and Mira's child. They show the childbirth at the beginning of the film because they're married.
So Arthur Jr. is born.
Arthur Jr.'s born, and it's basically they need the royal bloodline to release the Frozen King, and they use they end up kidnapping Arthur Jr. And to rescue Arthur Jr. from Black Manta, they have to rescue or prison break Orin,
Okay.
and that's how those two come. That's how Aquaman and Orin come together, and you have that good brother, bad brother type deal throughout the whole movie.
Right.
That dynamic that we see from the first one is in the movie almost all the way throughout.
Okay.
I'm doing this because I have to do this.
Mhm.
And then finally, you have the big bro moment at the very end.
Okay.
So I mean,
Yeah, don't
again,
give away too
I'm not
much.
going to give too much, but no, good movie. I mean, again, like I said, there was a lot of stuff. Batman was supposed to have been in it. Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill was supposed to have been in it, and neither one of them are in it. So I mean, and they took Wonder Woman was supposed to have been in it, and everybody knows that those three got cut anyway.
Right.
But no, it was a decent movie.
Right. So
Watched Scooby and Superdog. Scooby and Crypto.
Scooby and Crypto. Yeah, I watched
I
that.
saw that on HBO Max or Max,
They never even address. How come is it that everybody can understand what Scooby's saying,
but
but
nobody.
Crypto
Could,
doesn't talk?
yeah.
Crypto's just a regular dog.
Well, from what it looked like, they're from parallel universes.
Okay.
If you look at the way they did everything was a parallel universe. Yeah.
I'm not sure about that. The way I saw it, when they were
But
going to
again-
Metropolis, they were like, so we're going to the Hall of Justice. We're going to work with Superman. Yeah. What are you so hyped up about? We've worked with Batman. They have worked with Batman.
They've worked with the whole Justice League before.
Right.
So yeah, it was
So-
it was like forget the stuff in the past. This is what we're doing.
Right. It didn't seem like a parallel universe to me. It was like Scooby Doo is part of
Yeah.
the DC universe, is what it looked like to me. But either way,
But yeah, but again, the way they brought it into it was almost like the first opening sequence of everything almost made it like they were from a different universe and they had to go and go to Metropolis and help the Justice League. And it's like, I didn't because I was like, okay, because I even said something to Jess. I was like, wait a minute, I said they used to team up quite often. And Batman and Robin and the Justice League in general.
right.
It's like, but we're not getting. But it's like, wait a
or
minute.
more like the Super Friends.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Well, and the thing is when they were in the locker room, you see Fred grab a hold of the bat belt, and he's like, "Oh, cool! Look, I want to." So he like runs around and then it's like gag stuff in it throughout the whole.
Yeah,
He
it's-
pulls the gag stuff out of the bat belt.
right.
So, and then Solomon Grundy is like, "Oh my God, and it ends up being Solomon Grundy."
Get Batman.
But no, that was
Yeah,
actually pretty. It was a good one.
And I liked it at the fact, well, they took an actual bona fide character, Mercy Graves, and did the whole. I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddlesome kids,
I wish they would have given.
They made Luther a clown.
I didn't care too much for the way they portrayed Luther. I mean, that's just.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have. I mean, they could have.
I mean, they made him egotistical. They made him,
But the goofy part of him,
Right.
that's not.
yeah,
Luther.
that wasn't Luther.
He wasn't. Luther has always been maniacal, not this. Oh my God, and that's what you got.
Right.
All the way up until he had to take over Marcy's plan. Or,
Right.
Marcy's
Marcy's
plan. Other than that, it was like, oh my God, Luther is just, yeah.
He was a clown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It was pretty good.
it was pretty. Let's go to the next one.
Okay.
This one here, again, you can get it at your bookstores, or order it through your comic book shops, or online. This one here is The Art of Masters of the Universe. Gorgeous artwork in there. Now it comes with I think it's a 2,000 page, almost a 2,000 page book. So here's the book. Awesome.
I want to raise a higher.
Oh, here's the book. I mean, it is awesome looking. Silver inlay on the He-Man on the front. The artwork on the inside. It's going to be hard to show it, but here. The artwork.
wow.
I mean, that is some awesome artwork that's inside. But then you've got, then this one here, this particular one comes with a couple pieces of artwork. You got a, there's two prints in here, but this is this is the case for it. Shows He-Man, looks like that's where he's getting ready to zap Battle Cat. But these are the two art pieces. I'll show you first. But here are the two pieces. It is of New Eternia He-Man and Skeletor.
Oh wow!
So this is the artwork from the inside. On the inside, it is Skeletor and He-Man for New Eternia, and that's what the whole back looks. That's what the case looks like on that one. That looks pretty cool. So this one here. Again, I have been collecting up on this for a while. So this one here runs, let me get the price on the back. It's on the back of it. And depending on where you go, you might be able to get it a little cheaper. But this one here, this book here runs $100.
Wow!
So, I mean, the artwork inside is immaculate. I mean, Dennis, tell me.
Yeah, it is. Speaking of He-Man,
Yes.
they're filming a movie.
Trying to.
Trying to.
Zach
Efron playing.
No, they have unless something else has come out recently. They Netflix had the rights to it, which they still do for the Masters of the Universe. There is a Masters of the Universe animated series that's getting ready to come back out again.
Chris.
Hey, Chris. There is a second part to the Kevin Smith Masters of the Universe series that follows the original 1983 cartoon.
Right.
Okay, we already had Revelation. Now I think it's Revolution, I think, is what's getting ready to come out now. That's supposed to be coming out sometime later this year. But the movie, they had a movie in development through Netflix for almost a good 2.5 years.
Right.
And Netflix had just lost, excuse me, just lost the properties for the movie.
Okay.
And they're talking about, I believe, Amazon picking it up.
Okay.
So that's where it's at right there.
Okay.
So yeah,
So who's going to be playing He-Man?
don't know yet. With Netflix pretty much axing the project, pretty much in the movie biz, they axe everybody. Producers, writers, the whole 9 yards. It's basically a clean slate, and they start over.
Because I remember seeing some photos where they had actually had Zac Efron dressed up, and he was pretty muscled.
What you saw for Zac Efron wasn't
probably audition tape or something. Maybe?
No, it was not. What you saw with Zac Efron bulking up was not for the He-Man movie.
It was for something else.
Yeah, it was called The Iron Claw. It was the movie. It's the movie that the documentary basically of the
Of a wrestler.
of the Von Erichs, the Von Erich family.
Okay.
So
That makes sense.
that's where he bulked up at. So if you saw anything with Zac Efron with the He-Man shield or anything on, that's all fake.
Okay.
Yeah, Zac Efron was not the guy
That happens.
Yeah, Zac Efron was not the guy for that they were bringing in for He-Man. It was.
Who would you want to see play He-Man, man?
Oh shoot. That's a hard one because
I mean, Dolph Lundgren was perfect when he was.
Dolph Lundgren was perfect. It was just bad writing on the movie.
Right.
It was bad writing. It just. I think he would have done great with it if the script would have been a lot better.
Well, the studio that did it on the cheap anyway.
Yeah, Canon Films did it cheaply, and it was just. Well, this is what we could do. Because, again, it starts off in this futuristic world of Eternia. And then they go to
L.A.
Then they time warp to, or portal to Earth,
Right.
and everything is done on Earth until the very end where they have the climactic battle.
Right.
So it was just again, new characters popped up. There was a lot of stuff that didn't happen because of, like you said, money and time restraint. Let's see. Let's go through another one. Well, how's this? You're in the Batman stuff, so I'll let you do this one. You haven't read it or anything. Well, I don't doubt you have. This one here is the deluxe edition. Go ahead.
Okay, the deluxe edition of Under the Red Hood.
So
I take it.
give it a little bit of what's the Under the
this
Red
looks
Hood
like-
stuff.
This looks like it's the whole shebang, where they. Well, if you've ever seen the animated movie
Mm-hmm.
of Under the Red Hood, this is kind of following along with the whole thing, only the way they did it in the comics run, and it's actually got a whole lot more in it.
Oh yeah.
It's even got like Mr. Freeze and Superman and it's got a more detailed storyline here. Obviously, because it's the comics as opposed to the movie or whatever. But yeah, it's got the whole comic run in it, but it still follows the same storyline.
Well, it's also got. I've got the other books to it too. It also has the Jason Todd story of when he comes back. When he comes back, and what is that? They take and give him where he goes under the League of Shadows.
Okay.
And his time with Talia in the League of Shadows on his training.
Okay.
So it also
It's covered.
it's in this as well.
Okay.
So it's got several different comics to put all of. Basically, it's got the main story Under the Red Hood,
Right.
but it's got all those other side stories per se. It's not on the back of it. It's also got all those side stories of how Jason. If I'm not mistaken, it even has a death in the family in here as well.
Right.
It's got the death in the family where you see Jason
Then
die,
how he got
but
resurrected.
then how he gets resurrected, and then I think it's a 6-part story of him being in with the League of Shadow or a League of Assassins, and basically doing his training through all of that before he comes back to Gotham and takes out and tries to and basically dismantles Batman.
Right.
So yeah, that one's a good. This is a good one here. This one here, American for U.S. price, $50.
Right.
And again, you can get this one at any of your retailers. You can get this at any of your any online, any of your bookstores. Good read, especially if you are a fan of Red Hood, Joker, well, just Bat Family style.
Right.
It is. It's a real good read. That's one of the characters I do. I love the Jason Todd character. After getting into him a little bit more, thank you, because I got into Jason Todd because when we cosplay, it usually runs to where
There's a tie-in between the two characters.
yeah, if I do Superman, he does Batman. Depending on if whatever we're doing, you might do Captain America. Just depending on those are the two. I mean, you'll still go out and do Green Lantern, but it's typically Superman, Batman, or Superman and Captain America, depending on what we do.
Right.
But it was always, if he does Wolverine, I do Gambit. We try keeping the theme going.
Right.
But it was one of those things. He was like, "Well, I really want." He goes, "Why don't you do a Batman character?" And I wanted to do a villain, and so I did Red Hood, which I'm getting upgrades for it. Or not Red Hood, Black Mask. Which Black Mask is actually a villain in the Jason Todd story.
Right.
So I do the Joker. I do Black Mask, and I was like, well, I want to do something. I wanted to get a little bit out of my comfort zone and have fun still doing it. So I did Red Hood.
Right.
And the first time I debuted Red Hood, yeah, the look on his face was priceless.
Yeah. What's funny is when you first debuted your Black Mask down at Metropolis, we had a photo shoot, Superman, Batman photo shoot. Anything that was related to Superman or Batman was in the photo shoot, and everybody was expecting you to show up as Superman and me to show up as Batman, and neither one of us followed the plan. You showed up as Black Mask, I showed up as Ragman, and they were like, "Where's Lonnie? Where's you guys?"
Yep. Walking around with a black skull and a white shirt and a tie on and guns.
And the funny thing of it was, we had all of these Superman cosplayers, we had all of these Batman cosplayers,
Yep.
we had
It was a villain shoot.
we had several Robins and a bunch of Harleys, but the characters we chose, nobody else had done.
Right.
They were
And
originals.
and he gets called Ghetto Spider-Man.
Ghetto
throughout the
Spider-Man,
day.
yeah.
Oh my god, it was hilarious.
Yeah, I would walk down Market Street, and people were like, "Hey, you want to get a picture with Ghetto Spider-Man?" I was like, "I'm Ragman." I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, all right. But then I walked into Artist Alley, and then everybody was like, "Holy crap, it's Ragman!"
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was like, I should just stay in here and be a rock star, man. Because out there, I'm an unknown. But yeah, I mean, but
So let's go to this one here. This one's another thick book.
yeah.
This one here, if anybody is familiar with the current X-Men that's going on, this is the Omnibus, however you pronounce it, of X-23, which is the introduction, or not necessarily the introduction, but it's X-23's, or now, the new Wolverine. This is her mini-series that she had out.
It's Laura.
Yeah. So, and it's a good book. She teams up with Gambit. She teams up with Wolverine, and does missions. And they basically help train her. Gambit ends up becoming almost a surrogate father to her throughout the, and it's more of Laura and Gambit actually going through the story than it is Laura and Wolverine. And Wolverine jumps in there, and Wolverine literally tells Gambit, "You're more of a father to her than I am."
Right.
I mean, but
He's the biological, but Gambit's more of the foster.
yeah, and I mean, it's a good read. So get it. It is a awesome read. It's called X-23, the Omnibus, and this one here. I've had this one now. Okay, everybody thinks, "Oh my God, you're showing a lot." This one here is $125.
Yep.
Okay. Now the thing with this one here has been sitting at Velmish Grounds for quite a while. They held it for me.
Right.
But this one here, again, like I said, it's also got battle where X-23 even comes in, or not X-23, but Dakin comes in and fights Gambit, and Gambit beats the snot out of him.
Right.
So not only does Gambit team up with one of Wolverine's kids, he fights one of them.
Right.
And the son that he fights,
he is.
the son that he fights is almost, if not just as ruthless as Wolverine,
Right.
and wipes the floor with him. Almost completely obliterates him in the comic book. But yeah, this here, it's a good read, $125. Comic book shops.
Didn't he
on
drown
a
his
bookstore.
son in the puddle? Wolverine.
He has.
He has. So he came back.
Come on, Wolverine's got more kids than any kid, any parent.
He's got more wives than you can shake a stick at.
He's got more kids. Yeah, he's got more
ex-wives. let's
Yeah.
call it. Or he's been a widower many times.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, yeah. So, but then the X-23 for the what is that? The Weapon X program, though.
Right.
They used his Geno to help clone, because that's what Laura is
Right.
a clone of Wolverine, just a female clone of Wolverine.
Right.
Let's see. We've got the next one. This one here, I've always loved it. It's got Scott Snyder. I don't know if he's related to Zack Snyder, but Scott Snyder, Jim Lee, Scott Williams, Dustin Nguyen, and Alex Sinclair. They did a lot of the New 52 Superman, or the New 52 world. And this is a Superman New 52 story called Superman Unchained. Awesome artwork in it. This one here, Superman. You get to see Superman get a little bit, get brutal. And this one here runs you $50. Get it at any of your comic book stores, your online bookstores and stuff like that. But the artwork in it, Jim Lee's artwork in this is, immaculate. You want somebody that's got some awesome artwork. Jim Lee does awesome in it. But it's basically Superman gets to go all out.
According to Rick Burchett, he said that he met Jim Lee. He was a medical student and he was I guess on break or a coffee shop or something. He was drawing, and he said you can make more money being a comic book artist than you could being an actor.
Rick,
So Jim Lee said, "Okay, wherever the money is." So he showed his artwork. They hired him on. And now he's running the show.
So yes,
So
Rick helped.
Rick told him the truth. You're going to make more money. He's a millionaire now,
and he's the head of.
and he's the head of DC.
He's the head of DC.
Yeah, and he could have been a doctor making 6 figures. Now he's making 7.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. Let's see. We've got now this one here. Now you can explain a little bit of this of this next one here. This next one here, we'll do both of them. This one here, it's a little bit. It's the double feature set. It's a box set. It has Superman 78 and Batman 89. This here is the first one. Superman 78 takes place. It takes place right after Superman 1 and 2. No, I'm sorry, Superman 1. And it brings in Brainiac.
Okay.
This is Christopher Reeve.
But this takes place before 2.
Yes. Actually, right around 2. Because it's got the destruction of Krypton. It's got where Superman and Lois meet in the fortress. Where Superman takes Lois into the fortress. So it's either before or after 2. Give me a second. Let me see if I could. I've read. It's been a while since I've read it. And it starts off like what the other ones did, with the destruction of Krypton.
Right.
And then it doesn't say right off the top, but they're already in. He already works at the Daily Planet. So this takes either place after Superman 2 or Superman. This either takes place in between Superman 1 and 2 or right after Superman 2.
Okay.
Okay. But Brainiac comes in. And again, it's got Christopher Reeve Superman. It's got Margot Kidder as Lois Lane, Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor. So it's all the cast from the 78 series, from the 78 movie. Awesome read. It's a continuation from it.
Right.
They've already started a Superman 78. It's called Behind the Metal Curtain, and it introduces Metallo.
Okay.
And that's the one that's coming out. That's the one that's out now.
Okay.
So I've got this in the single version, and then I just received it in the hardcover. The hardcover, this one here alone is $25.
Okay.
And then I'll let you talk a little bit about. So the whole thing itself is 50 because there is 2 books in it. I'll let you talk a little bit about the Batman on now because you are the Batman aficionado.
Okay.
So Batman '89,
Right.
Michael Keaton.
He's just finished with the Joker.
Right. Actually, I think the Joker's actually in here for a little bit too. Now, reading this, skimming through it anyway, I haven't read it. So binding is still, in immaculate condition. So just skimming through it, it's not Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face.
It's Billy D.
It's Billy D. Williams. Still got Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman.
Right.
But now there was a rumor back a long time ago that one of the Wayans brothers was actually pinned originally to come in as Robin. And that's actually what they have in here is the Wayans
so
brother.
then actually this
So
would be
I'll let you look at
this. This would actually be if they've already got Michelle Pfeiffer in here, then this would probably be set right after Batman Returns. Would be my guess, because they never mentioned him, or they never mentioned Two-Face in Returns.
Yes, they do at the very
Well,
beginning.
At the very beginning, they do, but
Well, no, that's Batman and Robin. They do that. In,
Batman
though.
and Robin,
They show Batman. They show Tommy Lee Jones getting
They show him how Tommy Lee Jones becomes the Two-Face. But originally, what they had
This
done,
here actually shows Billy D. Williams becoming Two-Face.
right? So that was Burton's original plan for if he was going to do a third movie, is that Billy D. Williams would have been the main villain of it, he becoming Two-Face, and they would have introduced the concept of Robin, but
Excuse me.
basically the reason that Burton didn't get to do a third movie was because Batman Returns was so dark,
Yeah.
and they wanted to
Batman actually killed people in it.
right, and it was such a
But this is what you have for. That's the cover of this one. Go ahead.
right, it was such a dark movie that they were like, well, we can't really make a bunch of toys out of this. It's disturbing to kids, and we
And there's the
we want to change it up to where it's more kid friendly. So they said, Burton, you're out as director, but you get to be producer, and Keaton showed up for a fitting and then realized Burton wasn't a part of it. He said, well, I'm kind of out of it too. So they brought Schumacher in, and he said, okay, I'm going to go with somebody who's just a little bit younger than Keaton. I'm going to go with Val Kilmer. So this is what would have happened had they not gone with Val Kilmer, had
Okay.
they not gone with the Joel Schumacher version. This is what they would have planned had Burton continued on and made it a trilogy. So,
Let's see. Give me a second. It's actually got the little on where it comes back here in the back.
Right.
I'm trying to read it. See, step back into Gotham of Tim Burton's seminal Batman movies. Gotham becomes. Sorry, it's a little dark, and I'm trying to read really tiny writing. Gotham becomes torn into as citizens dressed as Batman and Joker duke it out in the streets. What are you doing?
I'm trying.
As D.A. Harvey Dent tries to keep, there we go. Tries to keep the city together. He targets the one problem tearing it apart: Batman. Dun 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 dun. But what happens next? His dark ramifications for not just the Dark Knight, but also Harvey himself. Bruce Wayne embarks on a crusade to better Gotham as both himself and the Batman. but a young new hero on the scene stands in his way, claiming his mission is short-sighted. Meanwhile, Harvey starts down the path leading to nothing but ruin. The fate of Gotham hangs in the balance as these two sides of the same coin
do battle.
but when the coin finally flips, which side will it fall? So it's almost loosely based off of 2, with the added of the extra script. So that's where I'm getting off of that one. So
Okay.
So yeah, so some awesome books to read, and again, you can check those out at your local comic book shops. You can purchase them at your comic book shops. You can purchase them online, or probably at your local bookstores. So there's some pretty cool reads that you have there. Trying to get back on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there we go.
Well, we're almost to 8 o'clock. Awesome.
Looking forward to having Matthew actually at Heroes for Kids Comic. Yes.
Yes.
Comic Con. Yes. That was Oracle.
Yes, Jess. Yes, we are looking. We can scroll down and put our. Let's see. Let's get back into some of our other stuff we've got. Heroes for Kids Comic Con, July 20th and 21st.
Right.
We are, so any vendors out there that are looking forward to wanting Comic Con, get a hold of us on our Heroes for Kids webpage, which we got logged in behind us. Right now we have Matthew Ashley as one of our special guests. We have there we go. There's the days counting down, basically 194 days, which is going to be awesome. Matthew actually has a long list of accolades. Not only is he an awesome artist, as you can see some of his stuff on the back.
Right.
Let's go ahead and see if it'll actually do it without. Okay, Matthew Ashley. Matthew Ashley, like most superhero lores, has a dual identity. He is an actor and an artist. Let's see, spanning across different fandoms. Let's see. So, I mean, as you see, you got Transformers, He-Man. You've got some stuff from the Arrowverse, the Batman verse. You've got behind his head. You've got Tombstone. He's got some awesome artwork.
Right.
He's actually donated quite a few pieces to our Heroes for Kids charity organization, and he is loved by a lot of people.
Right.
So we've got the. So let's go for his movie accolades, movie and TV accolades. So we've got. Let's see. He's been the son of a gun, in over 80 productions. He has performed in episodes of The Watchmen, The Gifted, The Originals, The Resident, Nashville, Ozark, and MacGyver. So just to list a few. I mean, so he's got a few. He's also been he's also known in the true crime genre. Snapped, Killer Couples, Murder Calls, Homicide Hunters, Murder Chose Me, and over 17 other more series. His film credits include principal roles in Short Election, Archer's Widow. He has played sports magazine photographer in What Men Want, and that was actually pretty cool because I pointed him out. We were watching it one day, and this is the sequel to Mel Gibson's What Women Want. This is the What Men Want. I pointed him out as he's on there. I was like, oh, dude, there's Matt,
Right.
while we were watching it. And I give him crap about this one. but he is also he got to play an FBI agent. He got to play FBI agent Doug Wall in Clint Eastwood directed Richard Jewell. Richard Jewell is based off of a true story, and the part that you get to see Matthew actually, and I got him with it one time, is as we were at a show, I asked to borrow a vacuum cleaner. In Richard Jewell, they're taking evidence back to the Richard Jewell family, the Jewell family.
Right.
And in the movie, he is seen carrying the family vacuum.
Okay.
So at one of the shows we were at, I walked in. I said, "Oh, by the way," I walked in. I had a vacuum on me, a vacuum cleaner. I walked up behind his booth. I said, "Hey, Matt." And he goes, "What?" I said, "Richard Jewell said you could have your vacuum back."
What did he do?
Oh, he chased me out of his booth. So we also have, let's see if, I don't know if I can, okay, right now we have artist Timothy Chasen. We are still in the process of updating some stuff. So we also have Timothy Chasen, who is a Robotech artist. He's awesome. He's been with our show once before. He actually did one of our posters for Heroes for Kids Comic Con. But he's an awesome artist, good friend, military vet. But also, he has awesome art. That has some awesome artwork. He will be at our show as well. Then we have author Nathan Justice will be there as well. Foam Forgeries LLC will be at our Comic Con, which
Yes.
Foam Forgeries.
Cosplay weapons.
Cosplay weapons. So this here is one of the weapons that they carry. This is one of the elven swords from Lord of the Rings. No, that one's mine. And here's the other elven sword from Lord of the Ring. The other one I can't grab because it's not Foam Forgeries, unfortunately.
Okay.
Then I've got a whole tote over there full of Foam Forgeries weapons.
Right.
Let's see.
What?
What you got?
Put down the sword.
Put down the sword. I didn't whack nobody with it. She's the one who usually whacks people with it, not us.
Yes. She's the one that's drawn blood.
Who'd she draw blood? You?
Well, fake blood.
Oh, okay.
Stage blood. You know, coming at people and
Oh,
attacking.
okay.
We usually just stick it in your face and go, "Full forgers," and that's
Yeah,
it.
Foam Forgeries.
And then she's the only one that comes up and starts beating on us.
Beating on people.
We
and- yeah.
scream, and then we need to compile all that footage and turn it over to the cops. It's like phone forger abuse.
Just as there's still time.
There's still time.
Okay, but yeah, so yeah, we've got awesome stuff, and then again, you have Villainous Grounds, awesome, people from Villainous Grounds, David, Mary Jo, Maddie, Madeline, yeah, everybody that works there at
Right.
Villainous Grounds, awesome people, good drinks.
I don't think we've really decided a theme yet, have we?
No, we have not.
Yeah.
We're in the process right now of looking for our main actors or our main guests,
Right.
which Matthew actually being one. Let's see. Other than that, we're still working on. So again, any vendors that need to want to come to the show, please check out the link on here. Check out the link on our YouTube and Instagram page. So yeah, I mean, we're looking for vendors. We're looking for other guests. So yeah, just anybody interested. Our show is a 100% charity-based show.
Right.
It's literally almost a telethon, almost
Sort of.
with the Comic-Con twist.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah, it's not like your average Comic Con.
no, it's not.
Because most of your Comic Cons, and people pay for the table. They sell their goods. Whatever they make, they make. Nothing goes toward charity. It's
Yeah.
all just a comp.
Well,
But with this one,
technically it's the same thing. The only difference is their booth fees
right, all goes to charity.
all goes to charity.
Right,
It doesn't go in our pocket.
right,
So once expenses are paid, those booth fees go to charity.
right.
So go to help the senior center,
Right.
senior center of Perry County, and the Kenny Rogers Center.
Now and then on top of that, you know the donations and
Oh yeah,
and the art we sell.
yeah,
That
the
all
stuff
goes-
that all
that all
that.
goes into it. After we pay any overhead and whatnot, everything else gets divvied up between, in this case, the Kenny Rogers Center and the
Perry County Center.
Perry County Senior Center.
Yep.
So, but yeah,
Yeah, I mean it's
I haven't actually ever seen another con do what we're
what we
doing.
do. Yeah,
Right.
I haven't either.
There
so
may be one out there or two, but I haven't seen it.
I can't answer that. I don't know.
I
Anyone that would like to sponsor, please go to our website and fill out the sponsorship form. The sponsorships are what allows us to bring the guest actors to the show. That is correct.
That is
That is, the more sponsors we get, the more guests we can bring in. Because that helps out quite a bit. It does.
Yeah.
So, go on here, sponsor. Jess should be sending out. We should be sending out sponsorship forms and everything mailed. We've already emailed quite a bit. So we've
And if
already.
you're at a show and you need a form, we'll have them available.
We will have some available at the shows. So, let's see. We've got about 10 minutes left to wrap up. And it's almost 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Jess, do you have anything that you want to add to on here while you're upstairs doing your Heroes for Kids stuff on the computer?
She's trying to hack into the back computer.
She's trying to hack into the back computer.
I know she is. She ain't going away.
Nope.
We'll allow it though. She's oracle.
Yep. Let's
Anyway.
see. Other than that, Dennis, do you have anything?
Well, yeah. This past Christmas, Karis wore her new hunter's costume, which is it's more for parades and stuff like that because it's made
It's
pleather-
warm.
Pleather, it's warm. Okay, and so she has said it's perfect for outdoor events. It's perfect for being outside, but she said it's way warm to wear inside or whatever. And so she expressed a desire to have something a little lighter. So I'm getting her a hunter's costume that is a lot lighter. She's going to be able to wear it for indoor events and like when we go to Metropolis and stuff. So
Cool.
so she asked for it, and so I said okay. So I myself, I'm going to see if I can look for something that's a lighter costume for indoors, but I'll see what there is out there.
Yeah.
I've been looking at some stuff that, and I've even posted some videos on my Facebook page of some of my dream costumes that I wouldn't mind building that might be slightly lighter than what I've got now. But
Yeah.
so, but and while I'm thinking about it, in April, 13 Darkness,
Yes.
we're going to be resuming filming. It looks like in April.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm going to be looking at my my calendar and trying to let Jonathan know what days I'm available.
Yeah.
And if he gives me enough of a heads up, I can see about asking for a few days off and
then helping.
and helping and getting things filmed and getting it on down the line. So
Yeah.
hopefully we can get that started.
Kick back up. I know that
Right.
he's had. We again with 13th Darkness with Bridges Imaging. I'm part of. The production and stuff like that.
Right.
It's one of those things. There has been some
Family
some
situations.
family, personal stuff that we've
Right.
that the head of the company has been dealing with. So we've had to take a little bit of a step back and get a few things lined back out.
Right.
And not necessarily with 13th Darkness or Bridges Imaging.
Right.
It's in personal lives.
Right.
So again, anybody that has done the prayers and contacted us or him, thank you very much. It was very, very well needed.
Right.
So don't get discouraged.
Right.
Hopefully, again, come April, Jonathan has. I've been in constant contact with Jonathan quite a bit.
Right.
And he is definitely looking forward to getting back behind the camera
He's
in April.
definitely dedicated to getting this off the ground, as are the rest of us.
Yeah.
And I've been approached at work, and they're like,
What's going on?
What's
Yeah.
going on? We want to see this. We want to know what's going to happen with this. And there's actually people saying, when you get it filmed, the red carpet treatment, like the Park Center has a free showing or
Yeah.
something, they want tickets. They want,
Yeah.
people in the community are starting to understand
Starting- are
and
sta-
get behind it.
Yeah.
They want to see this. They want to see our neighborhood and the local talent and whatnot strut their stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to doing
Hopefully-
work both in front and behind the camera.
Hopefully we can get some. We're looking at possibly doing some casting calls again. I don't doubt it.
Right.
So any of our Perryville peeps and surrounding area people, if you guys want to get into acting, holler at us.
Right.
We will get something set up for. We will. I will be talking with Jonathan to where we can start getting some stuff back ongoing with the casting.
Right.
So again, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff we want to do. So it's going to be fun.
And we'll be helping him out. If he says, "Hey, I've got a casting call," we'll let you guys know about auditions or whatever, so that you can, if you want to stretch your stuff and show us what you got, so that you can become a part of the team.
Yeah.
We'd love to have it. Now, it sounds like he's making like a movie first, and then kind of.
He's been tossing it back and forth.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
but yeah, either way, he's still dedicated to getting something out there and seeing if it spawns some interest and gets it going again.
right.
So,
But yeah, that's what. So yeah, that starts hopefully that we're looking at getting back into it in April. So definitely.
Right.
Anything? As I said, I'm looking at having a few costume upgrades and stuff like that on some stuff. Other than that, again, we're needing sponsors. We're needing vendors for Heroes for Kids Comic-Con. Contact us. We will, again, I think it's $100 or something like that for, it's a 10 by 10 space. I mean, so yeah, 10 by 10 space. It's a 2-day show. Feel free to contact us. Anything pop culture, bring it. Let's have fun.
yeah.
So yeah, Heroes for Kids Comic-Con, July 20th and 21st.
Yeah.
So and look forward to seeing people this weekend at the Machinist Hall
Right.
in Bridgeton, Missouri.
Right.
Scott Ennis will be there. Heroes for Kids will be there.
Yes.
So we'd love to see you guys there, and look forward to seeing everybody.
Yeah.
And on that, I'm going to say good night.
Yes.
We love everybody,
Yes.
and definitely we will see you all hopefully this weekend.
We hope you had a major good holiday, and we hope your new year is going great for you.
Oh,
So, peace.
love and happiness.